by the end of this show. You can have 12 tips on how to get rid of tension in your home. And we're going to role play and go through all the problems. I have 47 problems, these 12 tension tools. Number one, laugh. So this is my favorite way. So humor, it's something happens, you're like, oh, they just spilled flour all over your kitchen floor. You can either get mad or laugh. You can either say, why did you do that? And have tension, and tension goes up. Or you can say, oh my gosh, we really needed that. We really needed that. Okay, so that's number one, laugh. Number two, ignore moods. Everybody has their moods. If you say, why are you in a bad mood? What's going on with you? Is everything okay? If you do that, it just makes matters worse. So when somebody's in a bad mood, say something nice. Try and say something warm, like, oh, I get you. I get you. I get it. I get it. Okay, fine. Number three, conversation boundaries. Have it be okay to set up a time where you can just not talk about something, the ability to switch topics when everything's on your head, just be able to, can we not talk about this right now? Can we couch this till later? Okay, gain perspective. Obviously, with life and death issues and illness and everything going on, the stuff that usually is crazy, when we are focused on a perspective of what's going on, it's going to be much easier for us to say, you know what, is it really that important that they left the butter out all day, or that they left their shoes by the front door? I mean, yeah, I get it. It's annoying, it's frustrating, but try and gain perspective. Next one, food. So if there's a lot of tension in the house, make some popcorn. Like, do yourself a favor, make some popcorn, bring some chips out, do something to just change that. Food will, pacify a lot of the tension. Number six, focus on the good. So it's very easy, especially in these times, to be so upset and so angry at everybody, everything they do. We're feeling like we're in a crucible, and it becomes more and more aggravating every time they do it. But if you this takes conscious thought. This is not something that's like a habit that'll just happen. Oh, Sarit's trying to get back to me. Okay, hold on a second. I don't know. Maybe she can. Okay, Sarit's here, but oh no, I wasn't supposed to do that. Okay, hello. This is not rehearsal, Leah. This is real. Okay, so wait. Focus on the good. So on the good, here's the thing. It's very easy to focus on the bad things. It takes conscious effort to pick one nice thing that your husband does, one kindness that he does, something your kid does. Focus on the good and make it your business to focus on that good. So when they do something aggravating, you can say, okay, I'm going to focus on the good, and make it like a new habit. Number seven, couch things when tension mounts. Can we couch this? I already talked about conversation boundaries. That's a little different. If you're in a conversation, you need to tell your husband, hey, if we're all in here, it's like a pressure cooker in here. There needs to be a way for me to tell you that I want to put the conversation off. Couching an issue is just saying, can we couch this? Okay. Number eight, be nice anyway. So steam's coming out your ears. You are about to choke somebody. Just become an Academy Award winner and act nice. Just act nice. Just be kind anyway. Okay. Number nine, change the scenery, go into another room, go outside, shake up the tension. If there's tension, just find a different scenery, go somewhere, do something, leave, take them with you, go without them, take the kids with you, take one kid with you, kick the dog. No, don't kick the dog. Okay, fine. Number 10, ratchet things down. Ask yourself, is your reaction to what they're doing ratcheting things up or ratcheting them down? So we have conscious control over this. I know it feels like we're just a victim to all of the circumstances we're dealing with in our life. We actually have the choice to ratchet it up or ratchet it down. Number 11, cut the drama. It's really, really fun to let off steam, to be so aggravated, and then, it's really fun to do it, but there's always collateral damage. And that's usually in closeness with your husband and your family members. So cut the drama. When you're about to go there, just say, cut the drama. I'm not going there. Okay. Number 12 is listen. You have to know one thing. Tension always goes down when somebody feels heard. When someone is listened to, they feel heard. They feel, they feel like They've got it off their chest. Now, granted, you have people who are complaining constantly, so you don't want to sort of, what else is wrong now today, dear? So I get it. But when a person doesn't feel heard, the tension goes up and up and up. Did you ever notice that? Okay. So you want to be able to really listen, work on yourself to be able to listen more. I get it. We're overwhelmed, but these are 12 tools that you can use to cut the tension. Now we're going to go right into role play. Okay. So here's the issue. You take social distancing super seriously. Okay. So you are like COVID OCD. All right. You don't want to get sick. You don't want anyone to get sick. He thinks the whole thing is overblown and ridiculous and done. And he wants to go to his parents for an outdoor backyard barbecue, which he thinks is fine. And he refuses to wear a mask, but you like wear a mask even when you're in the house by yourself. Okay. So Julia, you're the wife. Your husband just walked into the kitchen and you're sitting there stirring pasta. And your husband walks in and says, how about that barbecue? Well, actually, Rachel, why don't you take it from there about going to the barbecue? Invite her.
Oh man, I'm so tired of pasta. I can't wait to go to my folks' barbecue.
You're tired of, you could cook something. And speaking of the barbecue, let's talk about the barbecue.
I can't wait. I miss my mom so much.
Your mom is so old and so frail. Are you not worried that she's going to get sick? I'm worried.
I mean, she's fine. She's been fine this far. I'm family.
Yes, but you could be asymptomatic.
I don't think that's a thing. I've been fine. I've been out and about. I take my temperature. You make me take my temperature. I'm healthy.
Yeah, but you don't know. The thing with this disease is we don't know it. We don't know what it does. You could be asymptomatic. You could have been. I don't know where you go every day. So you could have been.
Well, I buy my magazines at the store, and then I go to the grocery store and I check in on Ralph. I say hi, and then I buy.
Okay, so here's the thing that as the wife, so what we're going to be trying to do is figure out ways to get closeness with it, because this is a real issue. Like, this is like, what do you do? So I'll give you a hint. First thing is, don't go with science, because he knows all the science too. Like, I'm sure he's read whatever, and I'm sure you've told him all the science, So I think it's more like there's a way where you have two people who are combative. You feel this way, you feel so strongly this way, and he feels so strongly this way. It's like it's impossible to come to a logical conclusion of figuring it out. You're not going to be able to figure it out. This is all based, this is all emotions. And the key here is for you to be able to connect with him, as in, you have your thoughts and feelings, and they are valid and need to be heard. And he has his thoughts and feelings and need to be valid and heard. So going the science route and trying to convince him is probably not the best way. Why don't you try this? And I'm going to give it back into your hands. What you want to do is you want to talk about, what should we do, dear? We feel obviously so different about this. What solution can we come up with? What compromise can we make that's going to get us out of this mess? Because you don't want me to be miserable at the barbecue. I don't want you to be miserable not going to the barbecue. How do we solve this? Make it a together problem. You see how you're on opposite sides of the lake, and the other, bring them onto your side of the lake. Have them see it from your perspective and your emotional feelings, without crying and drama, although there is time for that. But right now, this isn't time for that. Okay, so Julie, you're on.
Mr. Rachel, I understand how you feel, and I understand that I get where you're coming from, but I just, I lay awake night after night worried that one of us is going to be sick, and I really don't want that to be us or your mom, so I'm just wondering, what can we do that will help us both with this situation? How can I feel comfortable while you feel free and comfortable as well?
I didn't know you were lying.
You're supposed to give her a hard time. I forgot to say that. Ladies, when you're the man, give a hard time. That's the only way. That way we'll really learn something. Oh, sorry, Rachel. Go ahead.
Did I still give a hard time?
I think so, because yeah, this is a tough issue.
Okay.
Don't be a woman who would say, "Oh, I understand how you feel."
Immediately, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Poor thing. You're
All
the
right.
guy, so be the guy.
Well, listen, you're always talking about science, and you need your immunity good, and you can't be up all night not sleeping. That's bad for your immunity.
It is. I haven't been feeling great, and I've been worried. So I don't know. What do we do? I mean, how can we go to the barbecue, but also be safe? I don't know.
Want to go to the barbecue?
I mean,
I want to go to the barbecue. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's always something. There's always something. It's like you're really excited to worry about something. And now this is like a big thing. Yay, everybody's worrying about it. Now I can worry about it.
I mean, that's part. It helps. It helps with my work. I mean, like, I don't feel as crazy as sometimes I might have, because, you've got doctors and scientists telling us that we're actually in a pandemic.
Screw it into him. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Leah, Julia, Mrs. Julia, you are being, I know now you're supposed to be nice, but like when Mr. Rachel said to you that you're not going to sleep because you're staying up, all that was going through my head, well, I'm sorry, honey, if you helped around the house and I didn't have to do everything, and you didn't go to the store to go see Joey or whatever and get a lottery ticket. What do we need to win the lottery for? Maybe win the lottery so it can have 100 maids. But until then, you need to help. And I'm like, Julia, who talks like that? Leah, are we supposed to talk like that? Because I'm in trouble.
I married a nice girl.
Sorry, you mean she's being too nice? You're saying she's being too nice.
Well, I mean, is it realistic that I can't even? I think if my husband said that to me, it would. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I would find all the reasons why I'm up and why he can go to sleep anytime he wants, and blah,
right.
Blah, blah, blah.
I think Julia is sticking to the issue.
I know she's trying to be so good. Okay, so
Leah, give us a hint.
What'd you say?
Leah, give us a hint, because I feel like I'm playing my father-in-law and he really doesn't get it. And I don't feel like there's any way to get through to him. We've tried everything, emotional and humor and everything.
You mean in terms of getting him to
where do you find a middle ground when it's like an actual safety thing? Like
right.
we shouldn't go to the barbecue.
Right.
Or we should go wave from the street or something.
Right. So, okay. So in terms of her being able to share her emotion, I think if she given a little bit more time, Julia was getting to where she would get you on her side of the lake. I really do feel like, there was more, maybe we'll give her another chance to really share herself, like her pain. It's painful. And, and then not being heard. Oh, it's because you don't sleep and, whatever, it's your immunity, it's like, no connection or communication there. So I think that's really the heart of it, and that's really where we want to go to. But on an issue like this, where it's an in-law or somebody who it's a real problem, the key to it is to get an outside source. And there are several times in our marriages when you need a third party, like not all the time, mostly you can, look, if a couple has they have a conflict and they can get over it, they can apologize, they can come back to harmony, or they're able to forget it or whatever, but things can go on smoothly, then that's fine. There are some couples who fight about everything and can never resolve anything, and then just leave lots of things under the carpet, and they're tripping all day long, because they never come back to harmony about anything. Okay, so you have to sort of know where your relationship is. But let's say you're a reasonably good communicator. Give yourself a B or B minus or B plus. You're somewhere in the B range of communication for most things you can solve. There always will be those things that are big boulders in the middle of your path that you can't get around. And for those issues, you need a third party, whether that's relying on a doctor, a clergy person, a rabbi, or whether it's relying on a therapist or a wise person who lives up the block that you both trust, something like that, a father-in-law who tends to be impartial, or mother-in-law who tends to be impartial. Good luck with that. No, we make jokes around here. That's part of the whatever. But anyway, the point is that in this situation, if Julia right now, I'm going to give her another chance to attempt to connect with you emotionally on this issue and get you on her side of the river. But if she's unable to do that, then I think where she absolutely needs to go with this is, look, you feel one way, I feel the other way. If it wasn't a matter of life and death, I would really be willing to give in. And then the secret with Julia is to really be able to give in, because some wives never give in about anything. So when it comes to an issue like this, it just is more fodder. But if you're giving up on things that, okay, you want the blue car, I wanted the red one. Okay, we'll get the blue one. Fine. If you're, and it works both ways. The husband also giving in. So if you right now, after your attempt, if it doesn't work, then you say, look, you feel X, I feel Y. Life and death is on the balance. So I really think we need to bring in a third party. And whatever they say, if the doctor says it's fine to go to the barbecue, you should wear masks and wash your hands, but you're fine, I will go. If he says you must not go to the barbecue, I won't go to the barbecue, we won't go to the barbecue, whatever, put it in somebody else's hands. And there are certain times in a marriage where a third party is necessary. This might be one of them. Okay, Julie, last chance, and then we're going to go on to the other couple. Go.
Mr. Rachel, I really do believe that you want us to be safe and healthy and happy.
I do.
So I'm going to say I don't think we should go to the barbecue. I don't think it's safe for anybody, especially your mom.
I will say this. My mom seems fine when I FaceTime her, and you seem very upset.
I'm very upset. I'm very upset. I'm very worried. People are dying over this.
I know.
I mean, your mother, I want her to live forever.
Me too. Can that be arranged?
Well, we might have to skip the barbecue then. We could wave from the minivan, give her a little wave.
So Julia, I just want to say, when you came back with more like putting your foot down. I really don't think we should go, which a wife has a prerogative to do, and that's fine, even for no reason. And here you have pretty good reason, okay? I get it. But you didn't work on trying to get Mr. Rachel on team. I want to hear something come out of your mouth like, listen, sweetie, I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm in a rock and a hard place. I feel like I'm talking and whatever, no matter what I do, I'm still going to be terrorized to this barbecue. I mean, can we think of maybe there's a compromise? Maybe we go and, and wear masks and wave from the car, or we sit on the other side of the, we put some kind of a badminton between us, and we're on side, and we have far picnic tables. What can we do? How can we solve this? But I feel like there's almost nothing I can do that is going to get through to you to be able to tell you how terrified I am. And I get it. I've been a worrywart since the day we got married, or predating you by 10 years, 20 years, so I'm always a worrywart. I hear it, but this one is really big. So, okay, last go.
Okay. I feel like we're at these crossroads, and we need to kind of come together to come up with a really good solution where we're both happy. We both feel like we're doing the right thing for both of us, for our family, for your mom. So I don't know what, I don't know what that is. Do you have any ideas?
That was a AAA. Awesome. That was perfect. It was warm. Right, Rachel? I mean, as the husband, how did that make you feel different?
It was funny. I actually all of a sudden saw her differently. Just like, oh, wow, this all of a sudden it seemed important to me. Like, because I was engaged with her or something. And she wasn't like, oh, poor me, like victim. It was just like, honestly, like, this is important. It was weird. It was strange because it wasn't like the usual, what I think of as like an emotional plea to get on the same side. It was excellent.
It was gold, 3 gold stars. Fantastic. Great going, Julia. Okay, Rachel and Julia, thank you. We'll see you again. Bring on Siggy and Taylor. Hi. Oh, who's the husband? Wait, which one's the husband? Okay, Siggy, you're the husband.
While I prepare.
Okay, fantastic.
Now I'm the husband.
Yeah, oh, that's so cute. That's adorable. Okay, fine. We're going to the next one. Okay, you guys get the wrap, how the whole thing works? Okay, fine. Okay. Husband Siggy is home, you're home all day, and Taylor, you're busy, you've been running the house, you're a stay-at-home mom, you work some part-time hours from home, let's say you're graphic designer from home, and you do your work, but your husband's now home all the time, and he's criticizing the way you spend your time, how you discipline you spend money. And you've been running the house fine for 15 years, and now that he's home all day, he has something to say about it. He's constantly criticizing.
Can we talk about dinner last night?
Talk. You're always talking. What's the difference?
Well, yeah.
Whoa.
Well, you remember we have, three kids that,
Oh my God.
you remember I wanted two, but so we have three. And, I've got my 15 hours that I do for gray advertising. And then I do, no, it's not in quotes actually, but I do my work and I come home. Usually I get a little break to go work with my clients, but instead now, not only do I get to do everything at home, you're there. And I understand, and I'm happy to see you. And we've had more quality time than we've had in our entire marriage. But now you seem to not be so good with how I'm running things.
Well, I'm not loving how you're running things because you're making our third child, Rivkala, feel like she is a mistake. And she shows up at dinner, you're very hard on her. And I just feel like you could use some work on, making them all feel good. And the food was a little dry last night. I'm not criticizing. It was good chicken, and I'm happy you ate it, but it was a little bit on the drier side. Used to really put work into the moistness of that chicken, and I feel like I'm trying to help you be a better parent by pointing these things out.
And you have cooked how many meals since you've been home for the last 3 months?
There was that pasta that I made with the vegans and the soy balls about last Tuesday for lunch for the kids, which you did not see and did not acknowledge. And I havened been
the leftovers from the one I did the night before, or one that you've done from scratch on your own?
I refried.
I'm sorry, Leah. I've never laughed so hard in my entire life. I can't hands on the two of you because you're literally, hello, soy balls. Like, where are you coming from? I want to know.
So if we get questions on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, I will let you know. But right now I think so.
Okay,
yeah,
fine.
let them continue.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just here to try to help you, Mrs. Taylor. And now that I'm around and upset about the time we're spending together as a couple and not enjoying it, I just feel that now my voice makes a difference because I'm actually watching. And I'm not so happy with some of the actions you're taking as a mother.
So your way of working together on our relationship is nitpicking on everything I do wrong that you never thought was wrong before because you weren't home?
Well, now that I'm seeing it, I like you to work on your personal growth as a parent. I'm not saying I don't have anything to work on. I just feel that you've kind of run with the parenting here, and now, daddy's here, and daddy wants to say a few things, and daddy should be allowed to.
Well, let me ask you, when you're at the office, do you nitpick at your people in front of people, or do you pull them into your office and try to talk to them about what you think that might be doing better for them? What might work better for the team?
When I pulled you aside the other day, though, you said, I don't want to talk about this right now. I have to go to my advertising thing. And you left the room. So I did. I have tried to pull you aside. So I feel that the best tactic has been to do it in front of the kids.
Why is my job in quotes?
Leah, by the way, on Instagram, they are cracking up. Use what we have. One of our fans says she's definitely going to have to watch this again because it's hysterical, and you're getting a lot of laugh emojis flying through the screen. So they're obviously very authentic.
It's unbelievable, authentic. Yeah. Okay. So let's do a little timeout. I'm just blown. This is this is really, so first of all, Siggy, you are like, whoa, how, like a husband.
Had that
Like,
in, you know?
you know why it's so good, Siggy, is because no matter what people are dealing with, when they saw you, they're like, oh my gosh, my husband isn't that bad. He's this, but he's not that bad, you know? So very good. So Taylor, let's figure out here. There's, I totally, like, she's being like the worst husband ever. So you're like stepping back as fast as you can and trying to dance with her attacks. Where there's a lot of defensiveness, which is obvious because you're under attack. When somebody is defensive, you know, it's almost like she's a feeding frenzy of a shark. You know what I mean? Like she's going to go in and just adding more and adding more and adding more. When after the first mean thing she said, the conversation really needs to be over. So a way to communicate when it gets into that situation where there's so much, someone is really, really attacking you in a harsh way, say, listen, you know, I'm trying the best I can. And your criticism that you're giving to me right now and through this whole thing is really demoralizing. It's making me feel less able to take care of you, less able to take care of the family. It's really, it's not like it hurts my self-esteem. I'm a strong lady, but it just chips away. I mean, you know, if I had a kid and I was constantly putting, you know, negative criticism on them, you know, I would end up feeling, you would say, boy, that kid's going to end up in therapy or what. I mean, everybody ends up in therapy maybe, but whatever. But I'm just saying you would have a lot more sympathy and a lot more. So that's how I feel you're treating me now. So what I want to do, I want to kind of rewind, take off all the bad criticism that you've given to me. And I want to figure out how we're going to do this. I've been running the household for 15 years. You never called it advertising in quotes. That really hurts my feelings. It gives me my self-esteem. It brings in extra money that we could use for the kids' summer camps and to put food on the table. It really helps us. And you going like this makes me feel like my 10 years worth of work of doing that is just like nothing in your eyes. It hurts my feelings. So I think you need to go much deeper into how what he's saying makes you feel, because if you don't tell him, it's obvious he doesn't know that. So if you don't tell him, he won't know. He won't realize that what he's saying is painful and causing you pain and not building, it's tearing it down. So what I want you to do, we're going to go right back into you, Taylor, and I want you to talk to him really from the heart about how his criticism makes you feel, and say, I get why you do it. You know, maybe he's lost his job, maybe whatever, you know, you're dealing with your own stuff or whatever. So it's much easier to criticize me, but you have to know there's damage being done, and the damage is to me. And I love you. I want to be a good wife to you. I don't want to feel distant from you. So let's have from your heart. Let's go back in.
Hey, Rivka finally went to bed, so I wanted to see if we could like chat for a second. I know we both had a really long day.
Yeah.
I want you to know that the last few months have been a juggle for all of us. I mean, usually you're at work all day, and usually I have what I'm doing at home, and then I have my work at Gray. And now we're together 24/7. And I know it must be really hard to not have your whole team there that you're used to having, and to not know in a few months what you're going back to. And I get that.
So time out.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Taylor, aren't you with her, Siggy? You aren't you like, now you want to know what she has to say? She's taken all the defenses down, the wall that you had around you, just gorgeous. Okay, continue.
But I have to tell you that because all your attention is now here, I feel like I can't do anything right now. And that's not helping either of us, because it's making me mad at you, because it's making me insecure about what I already do. And then it's not making me look at you at the person who I already love. So is there a way that when you don't agree with me that we could actually pull aside and talk about it before we say it in front of the kids, or in front of, because sometimes it feels like you're lecturing me in front of them. And I don't want to feel like I'm less.
Man. Yeah, I mean, I have nothing to do right now. I just feel kind of helpless and a little bored. And I guess I felt like I was in control by controlling you. And I'm feeling kind of, demoralized as the man of the house. And it's kind of embarrassing that you're getting more clients than I am right now. So I feel like I'm spotlighting you as the mother, and I want to be the caretaker, and I don't get to do that right now. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry that I made you feel that way. I'm feeling a little bit like out of my element as a father. And poor Rivka, I mean, acting out.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. That was great. And your response, Siggy, was totally in keeping with what she had handed you. And for everybody who's watching and listening, this kind of right from the heart, look what it did to Siggy. I mean, Siggy was like combative, and it just when you responded, I was like, yeah, that would be how you can't predict everything, but I'm just saying that's how it made the husband feel. He was able to become vulnerable. You see that? And it could be because she's a woman, but also, I think how Taylor did it, approached her, allowed for that result. And now there's a close. Can everybody see? There's kind of like Sarit. You see this? There's a close.
Yeah, no, because Leah, it's like what you talk about all the time. I think Taylor came from like a damsel in distress kind of position, which isn't a bad thing. Meaning she came from like, I need your help.
Watch the damsel in distress.
Exactly. Yeah, but she came from that place, which automatically a man wants to be the hero. He wants to smush that bug. So I think that's where it's switched.
Yeah, we have that. No one knows what you're referring. So I was just saying, smushing, but like when a damsel in distress is like you have a bug, a spider, and like spider, and whatever, and the guy comes, he feels like unbelievable, like I'm here, I am to save the day, and that's just a natural thing a guy has. So that's a very good call. So that's a show everybody can watch, Damsel in Distress, and that's exactly what Taylor did, and it melted his heart right up. Okay, let's go back to the other lady, Rachel and Julia. Okay, fine. Good job, guys. Yay. Okay, fine. Okay, next one. Ready? You guys ready? Wait, who's the husband now? Julia, yeah. Aren't you the husband? Yeah, Julia, you need your mustache. Okay. Rachel, you're Mrs. Rachel. You're the wife, and you are exhausted from cooking and cleaning and Zoom classes, and everything is on you. And you try to get his help, even his understanding. Okay, it doesn't even need to his help, but his help and his understanding, and he's just like, he's not there. Okay, so Rachel, you are on. And by the way, of the 47 emails I got of things that are troubling people, this was like I think I got like 7 or 8 of exactly this, saying
of having to do all the work and not getting help.
That not getting help or enough help, but big, huge aspect of it is the guy not even understanding. It's like, well, what's especially if he's working, if he's not working. I mean, I think if a guy's working full time, it's a little different than if he's got nothing to do, and then maybe he should be helping more. These are subtleties. Okay, Rachel, you are on.
I am exhausted. I need help. I need help. I need you to help. I need you to make dinner tonight or something.
Oh no, I'm tired. I'm too tired. I'm tired.
I'm tired. I have been doing it. What have you been doing that's making you so tired? I'm exhausted.
Well, I had to go get my daily walk. I did that.
That sounds energizing.
Oh no. So it was hot. It was like 75 degrees out. It was really hot. And then I realized I was dehydrated. So I needed to come home and drink a lot of water. And then, I've been working, sort of.
Yeah, I've been working nonstop.
You don't have a job?
I don't have a job? I take care of everything. I do everything. I take care of the kids. I take care of the laundry. I take care of the kitchen. I take care of everything.
And now your housekeeper doesn't even come.
Yeah,
That's
no,
another
there's
big
no
thing. I got
babysitter,
a lot of housekeeper
no
problems.
school, no housekeeper. Like I'm mopping the floors every other day. I don't know if you've noticed that. I'm
No.
like,
In fact, I actually thought that the kitchen was a little messy.
goodbye.
Leah, this is where she punches him. You guys are on the money.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
What did I do? What did I do?
Nothing. You haven't done anything.
You asked for a special kind of milk. I went to the store. I got that special kind of milk. Oatmeal milk?
Oat milk. Yes.
Oatmeal
Okay.
milk?
Thank you. I honestly appreciate you getting the oat milk. I asked you to get the kids to brush their teeth last night. And then I asked you if you did. You said you would, and then you said you did. I felt their toothbrushes, and they're dry as bones when they went to bed. So they went to bed, so those cavities are
brushing. It was dry, so they did it dry.
What?
It was dry. They brushed them, but they were dry.
I just got a glimpse of what your mother must have dealt with when you were a child.
To me.
It's a dry brush. It's not a thing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's still brushing the bacteria off of the teeth. So what is that?
Sorry, Leah, I have to add the laugh effects because this is so funny. It's not normal, and they're not getting to hear any of the laughter that's going on in the background.
Okay.
We have someone who on Instagram who actually said yes. She had them brush their teeth with the oat milk.
That's great. Okay, so let's go time out for a second, whatever. So this is like an all-out war. It's like the attack. Rachel's giving the attack, and her husband is being the defensive or whatever. There's, it's like this, right? And where is this going to go? It's just going to get escalated. There's like, now we're on to the next thing that she's going to pick out that's going to make the situation worse and worse. There's not a good end to this. Where what is it? If you keep going on this road, you'll end up where that'll get you, and it's not good. So we want to figure out what Rachel can do right now to just shift it again, getting him on side instead of being on opposite sides of the river. Get him on side so that he sees what you see. Now, I don't know. It helps in this situation for a wife to have some minimal ideas in her head of what she wants of him, like saying, "You're not helping enough. You're just not." Whatever. It kind of just, again, you use the specific example of the toothbrush. But if you have some ideas, like what is actually plausible, so you're doing everything right now to get him to make dinner from now on, probably ain't going to happen. To get him to, do the dishes every night, that mentally having him do the dishes every night might be enough for you. Or it could be there's just so much, and there's one kid who's really been difficult. The kids are all piled on top of each other, so the bickering that is usually like, my kids bicker a lot. Now they're bickering constantly because so much more interaction, so much more room for conflict and confrontation. And we have to also realize this is one thing. I actually want to say this in the beginning so that nobody misses this crucial point, which is that with social distancing, with no social outings, with no going out to dinner, with no seeing friends or anything, it's actually become our husband or our spouse, for a husband to a wife, our spouse has become everything. So in our whole social interaction, our whole, our parties are not whatever, he's it. Or she's it. The spouse has become so critical in our day-to-day life that it puts way, way more pressure, and it makes it much harder. So just keep that in mind as we're moving forward. But right now, what I think you need to be doing, Rachel, is try and figure out a couple of simple things that really would do it for you. He's not going to start being 50-50 partner and putting, whatever. That's unrealistic. But there are a couple of things, and maybe pick things that doesn't bother him. Like, if your husband, well, he doesn't, like when you ask him to vacuum, he gets and you have to bug him 1,000 times to vacuum. Okay. For the same money, if you ask him to do the dishes and he does the dishes, that that's not his most onerous, hated task. Sometimes he'd much rather do the vacuuming, so pick one or two or three things, start with one, that you think that you can get. And again, where you're coming from is not putting him on the defensive. I noticed that in all of the conversations here, it starts out with very much an attack mode. And what happens with the attack mode, as we saw it with Siggy, is pulling back. Once the heart, it's talked about from the heart, like we're a team in this. Help me, I'm damsel in distress, but also, have some, use your logic to realize this is not a good situation I'm in. It's getting harder and harder each day. It's not easier. People who think you get into the routine, but people are really struggling with Zoom every day and getting dinner done and feeling like they're not doing anything meaningful, because maybe before they were volunteering and they felt, I'm really helping, hold babies at the hospital or whatever they're volunteering. They're not doing that. Now they're just making dinner and keeping people alive. Quite important, but it doesn't feel like, like we deserve, big pats on the back every day, like you might get at work where they say, great job, look at that, poster board you made, or look at that, report you did. Now, it's very, very different. So we're going back to you, Rachel, and we want to hear from your heart and a couple of solutions, and let's see where we go from there. You're on.
Okay. So what usually happens when we have this conversation, it usually works out fine for you because I just drop it and then the house gets super clean. You know why? Because I get so angry at you, and then I clean with such fury to get my anger out, and I just clean the whole house, and then it's sparkling, and then you just think that there's no problem. So I don't want to.
That's my favorite.
But I don't want to feel fury at you and put it into everything I do in the house.
Okay.
Rach, you're still on attack mode. I get it. I get where you're coming from, and you're trying to have him see it your way. But if he had said the same thing to you and said, when I try and talk to you, you don't listen, and so I end up, cleaning out the garage, and I'm really sick of it, you'd be like,
it's great. I love the garage clean.
Yeah, exactly. I was just gonna say, I'd be like, okay, I'm getting you mad all the time.
Right. So again, you want
to say that to my husband. I'm like, picking a fight so I clean the apartment. Okay. I need you. Sorry, my kids are like coming in and out. You need to go in and close the door, babe. Okay. Look, from your heart. You want him on side. You want him to empathize and to see where you're coming from. Okay. I love you, and I really just want to be in this time with you. This is a crazy time.
Crazy. It's a pandemic.
So crazy. And we've been through a lot of crazy times together.
Yeah.
But nothing like this. But we're in it together. And I feel like we need to work together to keep the house and the kids and everybody going strong. And right now I feel like I'm doing a lot, and I feel not just unappreciated, but overworked. That's just how I feel. And you might not see the work I'm doing, but I'm doing it. So maybe we could share in the, don't talk to Roger right now.
Roger was calling.
I know he's always calling you. It's like, enough. Like, give your wife some attention.
Sorry, I should have muted it. I didn't.
It's all right. Maybe we could have a few things that we do together. Like you do half and I do half. And that way we're both aware when the other person is doing it. Like I load the dishwasher and you unload it or something, or you do the laundry and I fold it. Like that way we're both aware, like, okay, this task needs to get done and we could do it together.
Okay.
You used to do your laundry all the time when we first met, and you bragged about it. That was like a selling point. Like, marry me, I do my own laundry.
I do, but you do it so much better.
Oh, no. And don't break a dish when you're unloading the dishwasher just to get out of it. I know that.
Okay, it's good. It's good.
Rachel, by the way, Rachel was doing really well. And even when she threw in that, boost his ego, like, you do an amazing job on the laundry, and then she sunk again.
And sunk again, what do you mean?
Like breaking the dish. It's very hard to hold up that whole, like.
I know.
But
He
I
said
think
you do it
amazing
so
job.
much better.
Yeah, no, exactly. But so it was good. The only thing is there was no clear-cut request, right? Like,
the laundry and he does the laundry and
in other words, if you loaded the dishwasher and he's supposed to unload it, good luck getting him to ever remember to unload it and when to do it. And now the sink is piled with dishes that need to go in and he hasn't done it yet. Like, you're setting yourself up for total failure and misery. And now you've got to be his policeman, right? Am I just, it's not like I have a low.
Your husband.
What'd you say?
I said, I need to talk to your husband. I don't know. My husband does the laundry and he does the vacuuming and the mopping. So he does and he does it like every other day. So we don't fight about it. He just does it. So I don't know.
That's good.
By the way, Leah, someone on Instagram said it's time for husband distancing.
That's hysterical. No, so Rach, no, I'm just saying what's realistic. And it's not like I have a low opinion of men. I have 47 emails of people saying that hubby is not nowhere to be seen when it comes to housework. It is a known international phenomenon. They've done all kinds of studies on it. And it actually turns out that women when they have a 50-50 share of housework, I don't know why this is. I don't like to get political. I'm just stating the facts. When it's 50-50, when the wife insists on that, or the husband and wife agree to that, there's I think a double chance of them getting divorced.
What? That sounds crazy.
It's insane.
I feel like I've heard the exact opposite.
What'd you say?
I feel like I've heard the exact opposite.
So whatever. I don't want to, and that's very politically incorrect. Someone sent me a study about 6 months ago that said that, now I'm not saying a woman has to do 100%, but I'm saying there has to be a realistic expectation. In other words, if I were to do the trade-off about the dishwasher, I would trade off that he loads it and I unload it, because if it's not loaded, if it's sitting there fully dishes in, that stops the whole system. Same thing with pushing the laundry through from the washer to the dryer. If he doesn't do his bit and does that, or brings the out and folds it out, then the laundry just can.
See, the way I was seeing it was that I'm giving him the easier part. So I'm going to be the one who's like, if you want these dishes to get done, you got to unload this dishwasher. Or, if you want clean clothes,
Leah, is there a way for her to tell him to do that, and then in a nice way, like say, oh, honey, I loaded the dishwasher and it should be done in like an hour. So if you can just take a look, meaning not to like push it on him, but sort of.
Right. But also he has to have buy-in, just like anything else. She has to have buy-in. If he says, I want to buy this car, and is that okay? I mean, not he wouldn't necessarily ask her, but I'm just saying, getting buy-in on anything. Let's start this new program with the kid, or let's get our kid to this camp, whatever it is. He has to have buy-in to get him to be your husband's police and try and manage everything he does. I think is a recipe for disaster. In other words, if you had to choose between two tasks you wanted to give him, loading and unloading the dishwasher versus vacuuming. So if he vacuums or doesn't vacuum, it doesn't slow up things in the house. It doesn't keep things, there's no point when you'd have to nag him unless you had someone coming over, which you wouldn't have because there's social distancing. So, whatever. I mean, maybe you still have them with masks or whatever, have the grandkids over. So the issue is that always try and pick things that aren't gonna have as much room for conflict. Is that clear?
Yeah, you're saying do something that doesn't involve you.
Right. When you said let's do it together, that's like, oh my gosh, you're doing it together now. He's not going to do it now. It's just setting it up for a future fight, is what I'm saying, and you want to avoid that. So the same thing is anyway. Again, it's not because I'm thinking badly of husbands. I'm thinking about the other way around. If the husband were to try and get the wife to do things that he was counting her on for, like, you're gonna get the kids to bed by 7, right? you know what I'm saying? Like you would have pushback. So always try and give things that, like if the husband said to you, do you mind, by sometime tomorrow afternoon that you take all your cosmetics off the dining room table? Would that be okay? Because I need to use it for something else or whatever. So anyway, that's just one side point. But the point about your relationship, then we want to quickly get to a fast one with the other team, is that there was still this attack mode, and there was still this sense of what's I'm looking for, defensive-ness. It wasn't like getting him on the same side of the river. So that would be the only other comment I made. But other than that, I think it was very, very good. And Julia, you're nice and hard on him, which is good. That's what we like to see. So you guys did a great job. Thank you. Let's go quickly to the next one. Did you have any last thing you want to say, ladies? You good? Okay. All right, good. Okay, Taylor. Okay, Taylor's the husband, and Siggy, you're the wife. Here's the last quick one. We're going to have to do this one a little fast. Okay, now it has to do with kids. So you, Siggy, you feel like the husband is too relaxed, and he feels like you're too harsh with the kids. And, the kids, wait a sec, which one did I say? Who's relaxed?
I'm relaxed.
Husband's relaxed. Okay, fine. He's relaxed, and you want, like, what works for you is to get the kids to bed on time, and he doesn't let them get to bed on time. You like to have them eating their carrots and celery for their snack, and he's busy giving them, chips and junk. And candy and all kinds of things. So you're the much more strict person, and he's the much more laid back. And when it was just weekends, when you were all together, it was okay because during the week you could run things like clockwork. But now he's there 24/7, and he is not happy with your ridiculous strictness, and you're not happy with how he's making you look bad in front of the kids, and all the rules that you worked for 8 years to get set up in the household are kind of crumbling. Siggy, you're on.
Mr. Taylor, I don't think that the kids should be eating 7 bags of Cheetos while on the couch watching TV for 6 hours. I mean, I have them on a strict schedule: celery at 9 a.m., carrots at 10 a.m., we have oatmeal at noon, and we only have 3 minutes of screen time. And you're kind of messing with my whole thing here. And I think that this is not working with the good cop, bad cop, because the kids are just going to like you more.
Well, why are they on a strict time? I mean, where are we going?
Why are they eating 6 bags of Cheetos and Doritos?
Why not? When are they ever going to have a chance to do this again?
They might die at a young age because their insides are orange.
Well, I think a lot of people, including your mother, would have died a long time ago if that's what it was about.
My mother into this. Do not bring my mother into this.
I just think that we can allow them to be kids for a second, especially when they can't
allow them to be kids on weekends. We can allow them to be kids on weekends. Monday to Friday, we're on the strict schedule: celery, carrots, oatmeal, TV for 3 minutes. We do our schoolwork. We brush our teeth. We go to sleep. They have fun with that because kids like structure.
Yeah, but how do they even know what day is Friday? I mean, I don't even know if it's Wednesday right now.
That's the big issue right now, is you're giving them no sense of stability. So they, yesterday, one of them peed on my floor because whatever, everything's out the window anyway. And she's 7, so that's not normal.
Well, why are you holding it out on me? Why didn't you talk to her about it?
Because
clean it up.
She was crying. She knew that she had ruined mommy's nice rug. And I feel that this is all your fault, Mr. Taylor, with your cool daddy vibes.
Look, just because I like to have a little more chill and just like kind of listen and also allow them to be kids for a second in the middle of a pandemic doesn't mean
kids, but taking them over the balcony is not that chill. That's life or death. I feel that perhaps there is a little bit of leniency on what I'm doing. However, I think that you're being really irresponsible.
Well, is there a way that we can actually...
Yeah, good. Okay, so very good. So first of all, very realistic-ish, except funnier. You guys are really good. So, Siggy, there is something very lawyerly about how you're handling your husband. You're making a good case, and but the what's called for in this situation, because these are two very, very disparate ways of raising children, and it's extremely common. I think I got 3 or 4 questions saying, we discipline kids differently, like help, what can we do about this? So it's not, this is a very common thing, that different parenting styles. Where the problem comes in is people think that their way is obviously the right way and their husband's way is obviously the wrong way. Okay. And the opposite is true. He thinks his way is right and she thinks her way is right. And neither is right. That's why God gave us a husband and a wife, 2 different perspectives, 2 different ways of handling things. Many, many times, not always, but many, many times the husband will be more harsh and the wife will be more ameliorating and sweet and talk to whatever. And she's sure that her way is right. And I give this example of a student I had many years ago who had a teenager who was harsh, who was, I want to say out of bounds, like there was no control over her. And she was really falling off the deep end, wasn't listening, was acting up in school, discipline problems, all these kind of issues. Why? Perhaps because for the last 10 years, her husband was harsh on the kid, and she kept in front of the husband telling the kid, telling the husband, it's okay, and softening him. She'd spent 10 years making her husband into her image of what the perfect parent was. And perhaps, no guarantees, but perhaps that harshness that the husband brought to the table was exactly what that daughter would have needed to keep her contained. So when she turned into a teenager, she wasn't all over the place. I'm not saying harshness is good. Don't get me wrong here. I'm just saying that there's certain strengths and certain ways of being. There's softness and sweetness, and then there's hardness, and there's, disciplinary, and then there's what Taylor's being, which is chilled, okay? Both of them are equally valid and equally important in the relationship, and that you need to find a way to blend the 2 types of parenting, not that you're right and not that he's right. So you need to compromise certain, whatever the thing is, you need to say, look, I get it. You like it to be chilled. I like it to be very structured. How do you think we can work this out? And you're presenting it to him and saying, and if he says, well, we should just let them do whatever they want. That's not really going to, that's not a compromise. That's doing it your way. Okay, maybe I'll be willing to do that, but I'm going to be, I don't think that's healthy for the kids. How can we compromise in this? So we're out of time.
So Leah, but very quickly, Torah Anytime stream. We actually had a bunch of comments, and somebody said that they love the arguing, so they want more of that and not the fixing up. So I guess we'll have to do more of that, because that's definitely more fun. And then we had a question, which I guess we're going to push to another show, but Batty asked, what happens if your kid has medical issues and your other children make fun of it? How do you deal with it with joy? And how do you deal with it when your husband's not on the same page as you, and how to deal with it?
I'll try and answer that at the very end. But right now, thank you, Siggy. I want you to, we only have one go at this, and then Taylor can respond. But I want you to, in the warmest way you can, try and get him on side. Try and make it our problem. Instead of his way is wrong, your way is right. Realize that you need both husband and wife to make this work.
Mrs. Taylor, I think you have a point that I'm running a little bit too tight of a ship, and being a helicopter parent is probably not helpful either. They're probably getting scared and sick of all the celery. I'm willing to loosen up a little on that and meet you halfway. Maybe we can do a bag of Cheetos in the afternoon, some balance, because I like what you're bringing into it too, where they feel they have some freedom and flexibility. Hanging on the balcony feels a little dangerous, but maybe we could take them outside in a fun way that feels more aligned with what you think will give them fun experience during this once in a lifetime opportunity right now. And I'm willing to relax a little if you are able to also follow what feels safe and comfortable to me. Is that something we can work together on?
It is. And I think it's also, look, you're type A and you've always been type A, and I've loved you because you're type A. And I think we can compromise a little. I think you're right. I think that there is some discipline that needs to be happening. The kids, we don't want them to be crazy, but I also want them to be able to be kids and not be scared in the middle of all of this. And maybe we can
definitely respect that.
Scoreboard,
Yeah, maybe a chore board, and maybe they definitely get punished if they pee on the rug. I think that the scheduling can be a little loose. Maybe some nights they can stay up later and hang out with mom and dad. But let's be a team on this so that they don't feel like one of us is the strict one and the other one is the cool one.
Outstanding. All A's. Adam, can you bring everybody up? All of the comedians come on air. Here we go. Sarit, I think I'm going to have to answer that question. Maybe I'll do a marriage minute afterwards because we're really out of time.
Yeah, that's fine. I also told her to email you, so she'll get it. And
that's
by the
good.
way, we had on Facebook, we had a few people say they love this role play concept, and someone said amazing show. Like the whole thing was hysterical.
That's great. So I just want to say, Rachel, Julia, Taylor, Siggy, thank you so much for being guests on the Ladies Talk Show. We loved having you. It's so powerful to see in real life. People learn so much more from the role playing than just, ideas out floating. So thank you very much. And everybody, we'll see you next time on the Ladies Talk Show. This is Leah Richeimer, your host.